Hey everyone, welcome back to OCD Recovery's YouTube channel. This video will be a little bit different than what we usually post on this channel. Yes, the principles I'm about to talk about in the exposures and behavioral changes do work for people who have harm OCD, driving OCD, fear of losing control behind the wheel. But this video is particularly for people. So if you found this channel and you don't have OCD or anxiety-based disorders, welcome. All these principles still apply for PTSD. We're going to talk all about and do a deep dive into people who are experiencing anxiety, shame, or guilt after they had a motor vehicle accident. I'm just going to call it a car accident for the remainder of the video. Maybe they're not driving. Maybe they had someone in the car that died, which is an extremely unfortunate and terrible situation in many ways. And everything else in between, and how to get yourself better, how to get underneath that chronic anxiety and panic disorder, how to get underneath that shame and guilt, how to wear those sensations, why the exposure of driving is so key. Before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below. If you're new to our channel, my name is Nick. I work here at OCD Recovery. I'm a coach. I do lots of content, lots of coaching calls, run all the webinars with Momin, the amazing Momin. Both of us together, we have a lot of fun. We are particularly an OCD, also anxiety-based channel, but we are branching out into new topics because the principles of unconditional self-like other acceptance. If you want to learn more about that, go to our playlist down below, watch all the videos on acceptance. We have hundreds of them. We upload a lot. There is no other anxiety or OCD-based channel that uploads as much as us. The thing that makes us unique and probably stand out, all of us have had chronic, severe OCD and anxiety-based disorders. All of us have gotten better. We've applied the principles with tens of thousands of people. Stoicism, Albert Ellis, unconditional acceptance. You can learn all about that throughout our channel. We have lots of great playlists. But let's jump right into it. If this is something you're struggling with, please reach out to info@ocdrecovery.com. This topic is probably handled incorrectly. I almost have never seen it handled correctly, which is understandable because there's a lot of different stuff out there that people do. And I'm going to take a little bit different of an angle on this and tell you why I think it's become a problem. So let's jump right into it. The first problem I see with this, whether someone gets into a motor vehicle accident or they have a fear of getting into another one, is if they don't go to someone that understands this, the first thing they'll do, more than likely, is throw medications. Now, this is a problem because the number one medications that are prescribed, and again, I'm not here to talk about medications from what I think you should do. I'm just telling you what I see, so this is not advice on medications, is they throw benzos at them, okay? Benzodiazepines, Xanaxes, and they work really well. These same principles apply for fear of getting into a plane crash. It doesn't so much apply for people who have gotten into plane crashes and lived, because most people don't live, but the fear is still the same thing, whether it's happened or not. So this is particularly for people who have gotten into bad, severe car accidents and now they're afraid to drive. They go to someone, they're having panic disorder, boom, 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 or panic attacks, high anxiety, they don't want to drive, throw medications at them. The cycle has now started. Because although they can help take the edge off, if you're not working at the core thing keeping you stuck, which is the fear of getting into another car accident, the fear of losing control, the fear of being too anxious, this particular fear will manifest and it will just flow. Sorry, my 20% battery just came on. And it will just go, 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 go. So it is really important to break that down. I'm just going to plug my phone in here real quick so this video doesn't die on me. Fun fact, when you make a lot of content, this type of stuff does happen. A lot of people like to edit this stuff out. I don't really like to edit it out. It shows you the realities of what people are doing. You know, you watch videos on people and they think, oh my gosh, they never mess up. Not fucking true. I mess up all the times. My dogs be barking. So we like that realistic component of our channel. And I think a lot of people do appreciate that. So the second thing I want to cover is driving. This is critical. You're never going to be able to get over this fear if you're avoiding driving. Now, on the other side of that, on the flip side of this, if you've broken your leg or your arm or dislocated your shoulder, et cetera, broken your ribs, we're not saying you have to go back in like with all your, your cast on and everything. When you have the ability with your doctor's supervision to operate a vehicle again, get in the car and drive. Even if it starts with a parking lot, even if you're having a panic attack. You don't have to jump into your biggest thing and go and drive on the highway in a high-speed, chase. I'm saying that getting into the car and just driving down your street is a step in the right direction. You will never have freedom if you avoid driving. Never going to happen. That's key. You can work up, do that yourself. We can teach you how to do that if you come in for coaching for us. I work with a lot of people who have OCD with fears of driving. The same principles apply. Now, the third thing, the most important thing, you're going to want to go to our website, okay, OCDrecovery.com, and we have a reading list underneath the free resource. So OCDrecovery.com, free resource tab, scroll on down, and you're going to order that first book. Albert Ellis, the creator of the original CBT, REBT, Rational Emotive Behavioral Therapy, The Principles of Unconditional Acceptance. You're going to want to read that book and do the homework exercises, okay? If you don't have OCD or anxiety-based disorders, you don't really have to worry about the compulsiveness of, am I doing this too much, blah, blah, blah. This is a separate OCD issue, but this is particularly for people who do not have obsessive-compulsive disorder and you don't know what to do. You're having severe panic attacks. You're having shame and guilt. Maybe you got into a car accident and it was your fault and you hurt someone, and or maybe someone else died in the accident. So you blame yourself. You have that chronic guilt and shame. You're going to learn to break all that down, and then you'll order the third book on the reading list. Skip the second book, go to the third book. That's The Myth of Self-Esteem. That's learning how to accept yourself as a fallible human being, how to break down acceptance doesn't mean agreement, etc., etc. Those are the steps you're really going to want to look at. You're going to feel uncomfortable when you're driving. You're going to have high panic attacks, more than likely, especially if you've been avoiding it for a really long time. You're going to have a plethora of different symptoms that are going to pop up. So, panic attacks, chronic anxiety, headaches, blurry vision, heart palpitations, the shakes, fear of losing control. That's how you're going to want to break it down. If you're taking medications to mask the panic and you're avoiding driving, this is just going to manifest over long periods of time. You do not have to deal with this. You can get better. We work with the most severe cases of obsessive-compulsive disorder, the most severe cases of anxiety-based disorders, PTSD, GAD, panic disorder, BDD, body dysmorphic disorder. If you have severe PTSD, we can help you. We can show you how to break down your fears. The principles are the same, whether you have OCD or not. There's a fear, there's behaviors you're doing that are keeping the cycle alive, fear of driving, the realness of it, and there's a belief system. Watch this video again, break it down, order those books, comment down below, let us know if you need some help. I can help you. This is something we see all the time. Again, you could have OCD and the fears surrounding driving, or you could just be a person who has high anxiety and panic problems because of everything you've been dealing with and you got into a car accident. You can get better. You can drive again without anxiety. You can live it. We work with people. One of the people that Rob's worked with, the owner of the company, was at the Ariana Grande concert. She went back a couple years later, sat in the same row, same seat, I believe, where the bombing took place. No chronic anxiety, had a great time. You can get better. You can drive again. You don't have to be a prisoner in your own car. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please reach out. Give me some recommendations. Some of the new ones coming up I want to cover. We're branching out, and it's going to be big. A lot of people need help with these fears. There's a lot of shit information out there. Maybe someone's had a heart attack, real heart pathology, heart attack, a stroke, deathly afraid of going back to the gym, deathly afraid of driving. Obviously, you'll have to work with your doctor's supervision, but we're talking about the fear itself. Maybe you've lost a limb and you're afraid of going back somewhere. Maybe you got into a car accident, lost a limb. You're so afraid of getting into a car or going back to that same spot. If you're avoiding a place where something bad has happened to you, it will always have the upper hand on you. You can get better, and we can show you how. Thank you so much for watching. Again, info@ocdrecovery.com, and we are looking to hear from you, and it's going to be a great time. We can really show you. I know it's going to be tough those first couple times, but you can have your life back. Thank you again, and as always, have a great day. And welcome to the channel. If you're new and you don't have OCD, we're going to be doing more videos like this. We're going to open up a wide spectrum of these type of videos. Have a great day.